Hello everyone. Today because we're very busy, so today's course we start in the afternoon. So sorry about that. Should be 12 p.m. but suddenly a patient came to me for herbs, so that's why I delayed our living course. Okay, the previous course, I'm Yang from the Central Balance, the acupuncturist and the herbalist. Okay, so welcome to our living room. Okay, so the previous courses, we share the knowledge about the 5 organs, the lung, liver, heart, spleen, and kidney. So today, we start a new topic, which is the 6 full organs. The 5 sound organs are also known as 5 sound organs in Chinese medicine. The 6 full organs, 6 organs also known as 6 full organs. We believe the 6 full organs are like the assistant, are like the employee to the 5 sound organs. So okay. So in Chinese medicine, we also call the 6 full organs as liu. Liu means 6. Okay, so the 6 full organs includes gallbladder, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, bladder, and sanjiao, which is triple burner. So the 6 full organs work together to transmit, transform, and eliminate substances from the body. So the key characteristics of 6 full organs is drink but do not store, should be full but not overfilled, promote downward flow. Sorry? Yeah, come in. I'm on leaving. Yeah, I'm on leaving. Sorry. Oh. Okay. So what's that? Okay, sorry. A little bit busy today. So the 6 full organs work together to transport and transform substances. It's different with the 5 sound organs. The 5 sound organs is like 5 general, 5 kings of your body. Each king can choose one system, and so the relationship between the liver and the gallbladder, the spleen and stomach, the lung and the large intestine, the heart and the small intestine, the kidney and bladder, and the pericardium and the sanjiao, which is the heart with the sanjiao. It's like king and his chancellor. That's the relationship. The king and chancellor need to rely on each other, work together to make the whole body function well. Okay. So these 6 full organs, they are all hollow organs responsible for receiving, transforming, and transporting substances. So the core function of the 6 full is also called transmission and transformation. Yeah, here. So this means receiving food and drink, digesting them, separating the useful from the waste, and ensuring elimination. So unlike five zang organs, unlike the heart, lung, spleen, liver, and the kidney, the six organs drink but do not store. They do not store things. They don't store essence. So they are described as full but not overfilled. They must empty themselves regularly to maintain smooth function. So smooth flow and downward movement are essential for their health. Okay, so first we need to understand the overall digestive process in TCM. The sixth full organ, to be honest, is more related to the digesting system, but it's not so same. Still a little bit different. Food enters through the mouth and passes down the esophagus into the stomach. The stomach receives and begins digesting the food. The partially digested material then moves to the small intestine. In the small intestine, separation of the clear and turbid occurs. So the clear substances include nutrients and body fluids. So these are absorbed and distributed throughout the body by spleen. They nourish the organs, meridians, and tissues. The turbid substances include waste things. These move down into the large intestine. The large intestine forms stew and eliminates it from the body. Meanwhile, waste fluids are processed by kidney energy. They are sent to the bladder and excreted as urine. This entire process depends on coordinated movement and free flow. If the flow is obstructed, disease may develop. So in short, is what I'm sharing is about the process of the digestion process. So first, when the drinks and food eat by the human, so after after you swallow the water or the food through your esophagus and to your stomach. So the first step of the digestion is in your stomach, the stomach. And after the first step in the stomach, this material transport to the small intestine. Small intestine, in Chinese medicine, we believe small intestine can separate the clear and the turbid material. And which means, what does that mean? It means in small intestine, those material, those foods, drinks can be separate from waste to waste and nutrition. And those nutrition can be absorbed by the spleen. And those waste, rubbish will transport to the large intestine and form the stool out of your body. At the same time, the waste fluid will transport to the kidney, and by steaming of the kidney energy, those fluid waste will go to the bladder and form the urine. So that's how the food and the drink turn to nutrition and urine and stew. That's how it works. So in West medicine, we all know that a lot of vitamins, protein, and and other nutrition they are absorbed. They are absorbed in the small intestine. In small intestine, yeah, in small intestine. So in Chinese medicine, we believe uh, the 6 full organs together with the spleen, the kidney, they work together to eventually digest this food. Okay, so first let's we discuss the gallbladder. A gallbladder is considered the first, the head of the 6 full organs. Why? Because it is located on the right side of the upper abdomen. It has a close relationship with the liver. The gallbladder stores and you know, can excrete the bile. The bile is produced from the functional activity of the liver. So after the liver generates the bile, it is stored in the gallbladder and released into the small intestine. So its function to assist digestion. If the bile does not flow smoothly, digesting is affected. Symptoms may include poor appetite and abdominal distension. If the heat accumulates, jaundice may appear. So another function you don't know is the gallbladder can also govern decision making. This refers to mental courage and judgment. Strong gallbladder energy supports confidence. Weak gallbladder energy may lead to timidity and fearfulness. So in Chinese medicine, the gallbladder is not only an organ that can release the bile and store the bile, but also it plays a part in decision making. So in Chinese medicine believe each organ play a role in the mental activities. Each organ has special function in mental activities. The gallbladder can help make your decision. And if the gallbladder is weak, it's difficulty to make a decision. So, of course, a lot of people will be confused about this. Never heard about that. The gallbladder can help you to make a decision. Nonsense, right? But we don't judge that yet uh, because it must be reasonable. This theory, although this theory is not proved yet, but somehow in the future it will be proved by something. Okay, let's just share the knowledge, not criticize. Okay. So yeah, in Western medicine, a lot of disease related to the gallbladder. Yeah, some people got infection in the gallbladder. Some people there's a stone stuck in the gallbladder duct, cause the pain. Yeah, and if the stone too much big, block the whole bladder duct, and it causes a lot of disease, like a serious disease, jaundice. So if the gallbladder can release the bile on time, every day on time, you hardly get the stone in the gallbladder. There's a theory that you must eat breakfast to ensure the gallbladder can release the bile. But what you should eat for breakfast to stimulate the gallbladder to release the bile? Fat, like oil. The fat, the oil things, can stimulate the gallbladder to release the bile, and because if the bile can release on time, it won't accumulate in the duct and forming a stone. A stone can be formed because of the slow flow of the bile. Okay, the bile production and gallbladder storage and secreting bile. Okay, the gallbladder governs decision making. Yeah. So there's a saying: the liver governs the planning, and the gallbladder governs the execution and decision. This unique emotional and psychological rule distinguishes the gallbladder from other digestive organs in TCM theory. Okay. Then we talk about the stomach. The stomach is located below the diaphragm. It is connected above to the esophagus and below to the small intestine. Its main function is to receive food and drink. It is sometimes called the sea of the food and water. The strength of stomach energy is reflected in appetite. The second function of the stomach is digestion. It breaks down food into a form that can be further processed. The stomach prefers to descend. Its energy must move downward. If it fails to descend, symptoms like nausea or vomiting occur. It may also cause blanching or constipation. The stomach works closely with the spleen. The spleen lifts and transforms nutrients upward. The stomach sends waste downward. So this coordinated movement ensures proper digestion. So the stomach prefers moisture and dislikes dryness. Body fluids are essential to protect its function. So the main function of stomach is receive the food and the drink. Yeah, as we know, the stomach is the first station for the food and drink. A second is digestion. Yeah, of course, because because the stomach, is like a machine. It's like a machine can it continually uh, uh, moving, squeeze the food and to small pieces, squeeze the big chunk food to small pieces, and why the stomach energy must move downward? Because it needs to transport those food to small intestine. If it cannot descend, nausea or vomiting may occur, and it also causes blanching or constipation. So the stomach works together with the spleen. The spleen lifts and transforms nutrients upward. The stomach sends waste downward. This coordinated movement ensures proper digestion. So the spleen and stomach work together to digest the food. The small intestine receives material from the stomach. It continues the digestive process. It performs separating the clear and turbid. Clear essence is absorbed and sent upward. Turbid waste moves downward. The small intestine also governs fluid. It absorbs large amounts of the body fluids. Some fluids are distributed to the whole body. Some fluid descend to the bladder as urine. If this function is abnormal, diarrhea may occur, and urination may also become abnormal. So in chance medicine, we believe the spleen, the small intestine, can separate the clear material and turbid material from the food, and it absorbed the clear material as nutrition, and then send this nutrition and a fluid to spleen, and a spleen transport this nutrition and a fluid to a whole body, and some fluid downward descend to bladder as urine. So if this function is abnormal, people will have diarrhea, and the urine may also abnormal. Okay, so we talk about the small gallbladder, small intestine, and large intestine. And the stomach, small intestine, and gallbladder. We talk about 3 organs. So the 6 organs emphasize movement and transformation. They must remain open and unobstructed. Downward movement ensures health. When the flow is smooth, digestion and elimination are normal. When the flow is blocked, the dysfunction appears. So understanding the 6 organs helps understanding the digestive health in TCM. It also shows the importance of balance and coordination. So the digestive system must be mm, um, the digestive system must move very well. Otherwise, if the food or stew stuck in your digestion system, it will cause disease, right? So that's why when Chinese medicine practitioner, when they treat the patients, one important signature, one important finger is, does the patient can go to toilet every day? I mean, for the stool. Chinese medicine believe if the digestion system works well, your whole body work well. So there's an Asian book talk about the digestion system and mental health. I always like to talk about mental health because nowadays a lot of people are suffering from the mental health. This Asian book believe if the stool cannot go out of the body, stuck in a large intestine, and it will cause mental disease. Patient may become madness, lost control. So in this Asian book, it recommends using the herbs to make the patient stool out of the body. It can help to treat the mental health, the mental disease. It's very smart. It's very smart. And it is useful, to be honest. So, and the digestion system also dominate the outcome of the patient, especially in the critical department like ICU, like respiratory department, like cardio department. Why? For example, if a person has a serious infection in their lung, your body, your immune system needs power, needs nutrition to fight against with the enemy, which is the bacteria. By how? The digestive system is like a backup of the immune system. It's like soldiers on the battlefield. Some soldiers need to transport the food to the frontline soldiers to help them to fight against the enemy. Same thing. Your digestion system transport nutrition to the army in your body, which is the immune system, to fight against with the enemy. So if the digestion system is corrupt, if the digestive system is gone or not work well, your immune system has no nutrition, has no food, and an immune system become weak. It cannot defeat the enemies. Okay, so we talked about this lesson. We talked about the stomach, the small intestine, and gallbladder. The next lesson, we're going to talk about the large intestine, the bladder, and the triple burner. Okay, so I wish you guys have a good day and a healthy body. Thank you. See you next lesson.